Now is host of the Foreign Desk podcast and editor-in-chief of the Foreign Desk, Lisa Daftari. Also here, retired U.S. Army Special Forces and chief editor of the Middle East Forum, Jim Hansen. Lisa, let me start with you on this. The news today, or I believe it was news. I think it's confirmed, or at least ISIS took credit for that bombing, those two bombs that went off at the Soleimani 4-year remembrance of Soleimani. Is ISIS now something we need to fear again?
You know, these days, I want to remind people, we didn't go to journalism school to start accepting press releases from ISIS, from Hamas, from Hezbollah, or from Iran's regime. Two things I want to remind people. Yes, everyone was wondering who the perpetrator was behind this explosion. Was it Iran's regime themselves? Was it ISIS? Of course, the regime itself was very quick to point fingers at Israel, wanting to have some pretext there. But we have to remember, in the past, ISIS has been very quick to take credit for bombings it did not even participate in, only to get some street credit. It was a newer terror organization. They wanted the credit where they could get it. And secondly, Iran's regime has been known in the past to throw down false flags. Why? They can get more sympathy from the rest of the world. They can get their radicals, their extremists to rally around the flag. They can blame Israel in this case. So they have a lot of those, all of the above, as motivation to do so. So yeah. I wouldn't be so to believe that it was in fact ISIS.
Jim, so this new resurgence, or if there is a resurgence of ISIS, can we point back to the failed Afghanistan pullout under Biden?
It didn't make things better. It showed that America no longer is a power to be concerned about. And if for some reason ISIS was the perpetrator of this, I think it's kind of sad that the most damage anyone's done to the Iranian regime was another terrorist group. We have shown that we're not willing to hold up our end of the role as the world's policeman. No one else can guarantee freedom of navigation. No one else can guarantee that, ships and everything else can have the ability to transit the Red Sea. And unless we start taking out more Houthi vessels, and I think we probably need to take out one of the Iranian flagged vessels, then we're not doing our job. And I think that's up to the Biden administration to show that.
So Lisa, one of the things that strike me, if you look at a map and these Houthi attacks on Americans and bases and infrastructure, American infrastructure, have clearly pointed towards us. A lot of them are taking place on Iraqi soil. And that is very interesting to me, the what's going on in Iran, Iraq right now.
It's interesting that over the last decade or more, Iran's regime has done a wonderful job at keeping the conflict and supporting its proxies outside of its soil. And that is why you do not see these types of attacks like that explosion yesterday happen on its soil, because the targets are outside. So we're looking at insurgencies inside Syria, inside Iraq. They have Hezbollah in Lebanon. They are supporting Hamas in Gaza, of course, and throughout the world. So suicide bombers. They're the number one state sponsor of terror. So now the Biden administration is dealing with an Iran regime that has set up so many different headquarters for itself that, ISIS is something that is so small and pesky compared to what the Iran regime has been able to set up.
Maybe, now, I just want to go to Jim very quickly. Jim, I only have about 20 seconds or so. Is it time, as you point out, maybe an Iraqi flagged vessel, or Iranian flagged vessel, or is it time to do something on Iranian soil?
The war happening in the Middle East right now is not between Israel and Hamas. It's between Iran and all of its proxies and Israel and the West. We need to go ahead and make them feel the pain, either in the naval realm or on their land.
All right, we'll leave it right there. Lisa Daftari, Jim Hansen, thank you both very much for joining us.